Hey guys, Jared here with Flint. I'm here today to talk about Remington 700s and the upgrades and things that we could do to either start you a build from scratch from a 700 action, or through our Send Us Your 700 program, what we can do to take, let's say, a classic, an heirloom, or something that you have, and how to take that rifle and build it into a tack driver. Alright, so let's get in here. I've got 3 rifles sitting in front of me today, all 3 of which have been built off of a 700 action. They're actually all from my personal collection that we've built from in various calibers. Each one started its life. This one, let's say, started as a 22-250. This one started out as a 7mm Ultra Mag. This one originally started out as the 257 Weatherby. Okay, so what do I have? The first rifle that I have here actually is what I consider and I call my trainer, right? This is a 6mm Creedmoor. It has a 26-inch Schillen varmint contour barrel blended with a Hawkins Precision 2-port brake. It's bedded into a Grayboe terrain stock. It's been hydro dipped by CCH Hydrographics and Vail Cervidae. The action has been trued, blueprinted, and has actually had the Manson method applied to it as well. This also has, we have sleeved the bolt on here. What that does is a couple things. Since the Manson method opens that up by, say, 10 thousandths, what this is doing is you cam down, it's making sure that the bolt is in perfect alignment in the front and the back. Also creates a null point from a vibration standpoint to help in that aspect. It's got a TriggerTech trigger. Actually still has the Remington bottom metal. I don't see any issues with that. We haven't done anything else to the bolt besides the bolt sleeve. It's got a Zeiss V4 4-16-44 scope with the ZMOA 30 reticle, sitting in some Tally lightweight rings. Like I said, and then I also have a BTD Atlas rail sitting on the front with a quick detach. It's got the quick detach sling back here. This gun also has 2 additional quick detach points here. I've actually found that I'm really actually liking rigging up a sling with a quick detach these days. Like I said, this is pretty much my trainer. It's a heavy gun, but that's what I like about it. It would be great as a varmint gun as well. I'll even use it on deer. I've been using 105 grain Berger hybrids is what I was shooting through it. It shoots at 108 grain Hornady ELDMs very well. And right now, actually, I'm shooting the 109 grain Berger hybrids. I've found that if you can find Reloader 26 and those 109s, man, oh man, does that thing. It's got some pep to it and shoots very well. This gun, actually, I did a barrel break-in on it, and these were the first 3 shots out of the rifle with factory Hornady match ammo. I shot this 3 shots, then I turned around and made an adjustment. I obviously overcorrected on my adjustment, but then I shot this 3-shot group as well. Not bad shooting factory ammo. I can replicate this also with my hand loads with additional velocity. One day I went out and shot a ladder test, just trying to see, from that point. I ended up putting 15 shots in this little group, just with the spread and what have you. So yeah, 6mm Creedmoor. From a short action perspective, we could build this gun as well. We could do it in a 6 Creedmoor, a 6.5 Creedmoor, a 308, and additional calibers, that are available upon request if that's something that you want to do. If you wanted a 6.5 PRC, I'm probably going to lean you more towards a long action or a medium or a long action at that point. But let's get into the next rifle. All right, this is what I would consider a full-on rebarrel with some other pieces applied. This gun was actually a model 700 SPS stainless. I received this gun through an inheritance from my great-grandfather for my 21st birthday. So it was the year that the Ultra Mag came out. That's when I got that. Obviously through the years, you guys, if you know the Ultra Mags and the 7mm Ultra Mags, they can burn some barrels. Well, sure enough, that's what I did. 2017 was the last year I used it. I ended up taking a bull that year with it, but after that, that barrel was pretty well toast. So this one's been rebarreled with a 20, actually this has got a 27-inch Schillen number 5 contour, blended once again with a Hawkins 3-port brake. I've actually put an oversized recoil lug. That's one thing I didn't mention on this one as well, was they all of these have an oversized recoil lug. Bedded into this laminated stock. This one we did not bolt sleeve. We have coated this one. This one all has the Elite Midnight Black Elite Cerakote. It's got a stainless steel bolt knob that I made, and then a TriggerTech trigger. Once again, we're still using the 700 factory floor plate. This gun is a tack driver. It really likes the 195 Burgers. It also likes the 180 Hornady's. You know, I'm taking this with me to Colorado this year, and this other gun as well. So I'll have it in there just in case anything happens. My hopes are that with my muley tag this year that I'll be able to take one with it. I've also got this rifle. I've got a Leupold VX5 3 to 15 44 with the Winplex reticle on there. Once again, sitting in some tally rings with the tally bubble level on top. So if you've got a gun that means a lot to you, right, and it's been a gun, and we put it in our, as part of our tagline, a generational acquisition, right? This is a gun that I fully intend to pass down to my kids, right? And over the years, I'm probably going to shoot this barrel out again, because once again, it's a 28 Nosler. It's a hot rod, right? I know that at some point I'm going to shoot this out. I'm just going to rebarrel it. In the grand scheme of things, guys, think about your barrels the same way you think about your tires and the oil in your car, okay? It is the piece that is the consumable, right? All of these other components, they're going to stay over time. Your barrel is the consumable portion. Use your gun, shoot them, right? Get comfortable with your gun. That's the only way you're going to go out there and have the utmost accuracy and the confidence when you get in the field. If you're a bow hunter, you know that you're going to sit out there and you're going to have your pins dialed, and you're going to sit out there and practice and practice and practice. It would behoove you to not do the same thing with your rifle. Know that rifle, become one with that rifle, right? And that's what I would suggest. I'll get off my soapbox. All right, the last one I'm going to get into here is a 700 and it's actually, and we haven't been on camera talking about this yet, we've actually got this chambered in a 300 Walker mag. Okay, and I'm going to do another video later about just the 300 Walker mag and what that is. But a little piece about this is we took a 300 Win Mag case. We basically accurately improved that case. We gave it a 30-degree shoulder. And then the way we've also done this is that it does not headspace off the belt. You can still shoot factory 300 Win Mag ammo through this, and it will fire form your brass. Right now, this gun is shooting the 215 Burgers through this 26-inch barrel, which is an Oregon Mountain 26-inch barrel, Hawkins brake, and I'm right at 36 feet per second with a very tight. It had a 4 feet per second spread on that load using H1000. I could possibly pick up a little bit more speed using, let's say, Rotumbo 8133 N570 or something like that. But man, it's shooting very well. And actually, when I did that, when I hit this node, like I said, I can still play with the seating depth. This is something that, I've got to still, like I said, mess with a little bit. This is sitting 20 thousandths off the lands, and that's where I just happen to be. And it's shooting very well, right? So that's like a 1/2 inch group with this gun. And the stock on this, once again, it's a terrain stock. It's been hydro dipped by CCH Hydrographics. This is actually it's a carbon fiber and honeycomb with multiple layers of gray and green blended in. This gun also has had several other things done to it. So if you start getting into a 700 and you really want to start making more out of it and let's say go to the next level. This has actually got a Stiller bottom metal. It has a Wyatt box mag inside. It has been bolt sleeved like the Creedmoor. It has interrupted bolt fluting. The receiver is in sniper gray. We actually also too milled down the pick rail to where it doesn't stick over, just so that way the lines are clean. It's got a 20 MOA base on there. We've got a Zeiss 4 to 1650 V4 Conquest with the illuminated reticle, sitting in some Zeiss precision rings with the integrated bubble level. Something else is we did too. This rifle also has a side bolt release. TriggerTech, once again, TriggerTech trigger. Same quick detach on the swivel studs. And this one actually has a Seekins Precision pick rail adapter up front. It's got the swivel stud piece. This gun is going to be the one that I take to Colorado this year in hopes of taking a bull. So I've got 2 tags in Colorado. I've got a mule deer tag and an elk tag. So I'm initially going into the field with this gun. Like I said, shooting those 215 burgers. This gun is also shooting the 212s very well, but I've got that low dial for the 215s right now, and I know that the 215s perform. So, guys, there's a lot of things that can have, that you can do with the 700, right? People give them a lot of grief, and I will say that over time, Remington's quality from the factory has suffered. I've seen it, right? But what we do, we're not going to take that factory action. It's going to get cleaned up. It's going to get blueprinted, right? Some of the things too that between the 700 action and when you get up to say like a precision custom action from say a Defiance Stiller or somebody like that, there's going to be a lot of other features, right, that you get from those other actions, but that comes with the cost, right? So I will say too, you can get some of these things and we may not have to do the bolt fluting. We don't have to do necessarily the bolt sleeving. We can do just an upgrade like this gun had. I put a spiral fluted firing pin in this one as well. So that is not spiral fluted, just a fluted bolt pin. So that is those are things that we can do, right? All of these guns are shooting half minute or better, right? Once we get the loads dialed. And also too, we're getting a lot more velocity with our hand loads. They all shoot factory ammo very well. I think also that when you get a custom rifle and you go down that path, it really does help if you can start hand loading and doing the reloading yourself, because I think that's where you're really going to get the ultimate experience with your rifle to get every bit of it out of there. So like I said, from our 700, send us your 700 program, here's 3 different versions of something that you could do. Each one of these could be changed up, right? You could go full out carbon fiber, right? We could end up doing these exact same things. This is very similar to our Highlander model, right? Only difference be like we switch this thing out and we could put it in a Manor stock. We could also put it in a Mesa. There's stocks out there. If you want an AG Composites, we could put it in an AG Composites. There's things that we can do. There's good quality components out there. Just get a hold of us, right? Get a hold of me. You can email me at flintridgerifles@gmail.com, and we can put a build together for you guys. I would say if, from a lead time perspective, the longest lead time is typically your stocks. And given where the landscape is right now, and especially since COVID, that's probably the longest piece. Sometimes you can see upwards of 4 months from stocks. And the reason why is we don't hold all the stocks in-house because everybody wants a different flavor. Everybody wants something different. So when you contact me, we'll put together your quote. From there, we'll come up with whatever you want. Like I said, this is the 700. We can absolutely build it on another action. You can send us your action and we can build from that as well. So just food for thought, some things that you can do and things that we can do for you to take maybe your generational acquisition and make it into an ultimate long-range tack driver. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, like I said, reach out to me. Thanks, guys.